Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Low Rollers. My name is Trey.
My name is Brian. I think Ultramarines are cool.
I'm RJ.
I was waiting for, and I think Emperor's Children are cool or something. Well, I think they're all cool.
Lie, sir.
All of them. So we got some exciting stuff. Last week we talked about the new rules that have been shown off. We got some more rule stuff to talk about tonight. But we also have all the Adepticon stuff we didn't cover. And we have even more new models that have been shown off because GW is just showing off models like crazy.
It's as if there's something new happening in the near future.
Yeah, it's hype time. Are you gentlemen hyped?
Yeah, I'm ready to go bankrupt buying more models.
I think I'm more hyped for the new rules, personally. Mostly because I have some armies that need some help.
Me too, my Ultramarines, man.
So, if RJ, do you have any other thoughts on that, or should we just move on?
What, the Ultramarines?
No, just the hype.
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out, but I mean, in GW fashion, there's a lot going on all at once. So
yeah. I did want to mention this real quick, and I don't mean to drag us down a rabbit hole, but I thought it was really funny. I kind of want to do like a little, at the start, something funny that I saw from Warhammer players throughout the week. This week I saw somebody that said, so my favorite two factions are Black Templars and Emperor's Children, and I finally listened to the new Fulgrim book, and I kind of hate both my armies now.
That is funny.
It's like, so you went for the most zealous Space Marines and the people that crush people into drugs, and you didn't look up any of the lore. You just went straight for the army.
What are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, what are you going to do? So if you see some
There's,
Black Templars and Emperor's Children going on sale soon.
Right. I definitely have seen people jump into this game and go, I like this, and this, and they jump in and start going to play, and then someone goes, well, do you know the lore behind those? And then they look up the lore and they're like, I don't know if I can play this game anymore. And
Yeah.
like, well, you know, maybe you should have done a little research into what you were getting into before you just jumped headfirst into it. Or you could just ignore the lore, not care, and just play the game.
Make your own lore. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, like it's plastic models. The lore doesn't have to It's not like you're. Oh gosh, I can't. These are horrible people. I can't support this. You're not. It's fake. It's all fictional.
Yes, it's all fiction.
Yeah, it's all fake.
My favorite of those. Oh, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
I would say, in my brain, when I finally put these 1,000 Suns on the field and I'm going against, a Chaos Space Marine or RJ's Emperor's Children's going to kill me. In my brain, I'll be like, I'm still doing this for the Emperor.
Of course.
No, I'm doing it for the Emperor, Brian. You get it wrong.
But you're doing it sarcastically, and I'm doing it for love.
No, there's no sarcasm when they say for the Emperor.
Yeah. My favorite of those was the Drukhari player that realized that his army made up of witches, cults, homunculi, and people covered in spikes and literally carrying severed heads were piratical raiders that turned people into couches. Well, that can't be good. That can't be right. It's like, you picked the Dark Eldar.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do have a lot to talk about. So do we want to start off with the new rules or the models?
Let's do new rules, and then we can roll over into the models. There's a lot of models, and there's new models they've released within the last couple days.
There are. So as usual, I will share images to the two of you here, and anybody watching the YouTube video will be able to see the images already. We have a brand new detachment setup because RJ, you called it 100%. It's detachment points,
Yeah.
which
It was just really the only way I could see them doing it. I mean, any other way would be really hard to balance.
Yeah. Well, like we talked about last week, I think all three of us were agreed by the time we'd finished the conversation of this is a really solid way to make sure every detachment is fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the surprising thing they've done is they're limiting enhancements and limiting units, which they already did the limit units thing a little bit, but like they've for incursion have knocked it down.
Oh yeah,
by 1.
It's pretty crazy that now you can only take 2 Riptides and you can't take all 3 at 1,000 points. That will absolutely help 1,000-point games be more balanced. You can't take 3 Repulsor Executioners.
Well, like I said,
I can't take 3 Bane Blades.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true. You couldn't anyway at 1,000 points.
Just saying, we keep finding ways to harm the Ultramarines.
I actually think this is going to help every Marine faction so much because they won't run into 3 Cataphren blocks or bricks. They won't run into 3 Castellan Robot bricks. They won't run into 3 Scorpic Destroyer bricks.
Yeah, in all seriousness, my biggest problem playing Space Marines is at 1,000 points, I feel like I either put out a whole bunch of cannon fodder for Space Marines, mind you, or I have like 3 units and 3 leaders, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And that right there is like, 920 points. And I can throw out a token Outrider squad. So I've got my Blade Guard with my Judiciar, Stern Guard, Hellblasters, and my Outriders. And then I'm looking across the board at AdMech especially AdMech, and you see like 5 times as many units as I have.
That's fair. I think where this is going to hurt a lot is going to be Gene Stealer cults and Guard. So in Gene Stealer cults, you can no longer take 3 squads of Aberrants or 3 squads of Gene Stealers into a 1,000-point game. You still can at 2,000, but you can't take 4. There's no detachment that makes Gene Stealer's battle line, so you couldn't have more at 2,000 points. Maybe there will be, but it's going to change things up for 1,000-point games for Horde armies for sure.
I was about ready to say, will that also matter for? I mean, I know the Tyranids aren't necessarily pure Horde army, but
the thing that helps
Horde.
They can be. And the thing that helps Tyranids is that the unit limit is still doubled for battle line. So instead of 2, it'll be 4. So you could still take 4 squads of Hormagaunts or 4 squads of Termagants, You just can't take 3 Hive Guard or Tyrant Guard.
Okay.
But that's not the only change, though, because as RJ said, enhancements. This is brand new. Enhancements, the only limit they had before was you could only take 3 total. Otherwise, you take 3 every time. But now at 2,000 points, you'll be able to take 4.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I mean, if you're fitting 4 enhancements into your army, that's a whole unit almost. So, like, kudos to you.
Yeah. I think it actually will help with like people that run Pantheon of Woe for Catan, or people that run the Assassin detachment in Imperial Agents. That detachment sucks partly because
people run Imperial Agents.
Yeah, some people. Hey, I made 2 Inquisitors this week, so I can start playing Imperial Agents. I have hope for them for 11th. But
I think you might be the only one.
I might be. But you can't run all 4 Assassins in the Assassin's detachment for Imperial Agents because they all have to take an enhancement. And so you just couldn't run all 4, but now you can. And so that's cool.
Nice.
The other big thing I wanted to mention is that, of course, with detachment points, you can mix and match, as they'd already told us. We don't know yet how many points each detachment is going to cost. I assume something that buffs one type of unit will probably be 1 point. Something that buffs multiple will be 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the coolest addition here is that they're adding upgrade enhancements for non-character units. So basically what they did for the Corsairs in the non-Uriel detachment, where you can give Corsair units enhancements even though they don't have a character attached to them. They're doing that for every army now.
That's interesting.
So some enhancements will have the upgrade tag, and they can be applied to up to 3 non-character units while only counting as a single choice, but you have to pay the points for them.
So it's a single choice, but if you choose an enhancement for 3 intercessors, and their enhancement's 10 points, you're talking 30 points for that one.
No. 3 units.
Right.
But it only counts as 1 enhancement choice.
So if the enhancement's 10 points and you apply it to 3 units, it's still only 10 points?
No, it'll be 30 points. You got to pay the points every time, but it'll only count as 1 of your 2 or 4 enhancement choices.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
But again, you're paying the points for it, so I'm really excited for that. I was about to say.
That's going to be an expensive. I mean, again, they're making some cool things, but they're making it. Do you want the enhancements have to be really good in order to get rid of the units that you'll be bringing or needing to bring?
Petition to add an enhancement that makes scarabs 8 wounds.
What?
Scarabs to make them 8 wounds.
Better yet, I think they should just have to take a hazardous test when they blow up.
That'd be great.
That way I get to keep it.
Yep, that'd be great. And then, of course, they mentioned that every army will now get the multiple leader thing that Space Marines have had for a while, where a leader will now be designated with either leader or support and be able to attach to units. Some of them can run on their own, but support characters have to be attached to a unit or you cannot run them.
Correct. So, questions?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you like to wait to get to the question period later?
No, go ahead.
So, let's just say, and I always like to ask these questions by using examples.
Mm-hmm.
I have a captain in my Hellblasters with my apothecary.
Yeah.
The apothecary is now the support. RJ shoots at my Hellblasters and they all start dying. And then if I get down to a final 2 and it's just the apothecary and the Hellblaster, if he only shoots one of the 2 remaining, if I choose the Hellblaster, does that mean the apothecary automatically dies too?
No. So you have to join them to a unit, but they will still follow the regular character rules. So when the bodyguard unit dies, they will be separate. You just can't field them solo.
Okay.
Which honestly means there might be some characters that you've run out on purpose with a 5-man squad to get the squad killed. Like a great example is in Votan. The Arcanist Evaluator is a very, very strong unit. There are ways to give him lone op. He obviously can't have lone op if he's leading a unit. If he winds up being support, you will run him with a 5-man squad of warriors and use his own hazardous rules to put the wounds on the warriors and kill them so that then he has lone op again.
Just like extra wounds.
Yeah. So there's options there for sure. I'm really interested to see what's going to wind up being support. I expect, like you said, Brian, Apothecary is 100%. That's a support unit, no doubt in my mind. Blade Guard Ancients, Terminator Ancients, those are all support units. You won't be able to field them separately. But I feel like the Traitor Overseer with the Ogren, the Traitor Ogren, is a auto take right now in Chaos Space Marines for all the competitive lists. I feel like they'll probably wind up being support, so you have to run them with Traitor Guard. But this is...
You know what? I don't see AdMech getting any support characters.
I don't... Unless they add more, I don't know who they would. Maybe the Cybernetic Datasmith?
Yeah, well, you can't... There's no reason to take him without the Castle and Robots anyways.
Right.
I wouldn't do anything, change anything. And Cybernetic Datasmith only runs with the Castle and Robots. That's the only unit he can.
Right.
So it feels stupid to give it the support keyword.
I feel like they'll go ahead and just lock him to that unit anyway at 11th. But
Yeah,
So
I mean that makes sense, I guess. But engine seer, maybe.
could be. I would hate that because it means he can't just run on his own next to a tank. But, wouldn't surprise me.
does that mean like those things would have to be attached to a tank or lead, quote unquote, lead a tank?
That if they add that
No.
rule, that would be the way to do it, right? But I doubt they will. I'm sure it's just going to be you'd have to run them with a unit of Skitarii next to the tank.
Okay.
Which is not a huge deal.
Right.
I usually leave some Skitarii in the back anyways to cover my back line.
I do think this gives a lot more options for balance. Some units were really good before as characters for leaders, but their bonuses didn't buff any units they could lead, right? It wasn't useful for those units. A great example is the Castle Lord with Jump Pack could go with Raptors normally, but he was clearly made to go with Warp Talons, and you had to run the Night Lord's detachment to attach him to Warp Talons. If you now had a different unit, a different support character that could run with, like a sorcerer, that could run with that unit, that could then give them the same bonus, while also giving them lethal hits, that'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if there's ever a unit that's doing too good, like in Chaos Space Marines, you had the Accursed Cultists and the Dark Commune, the AC/DC combo that was great in the meta at the start of this edition. The points got buffed, or nerfed, I guess, to oblivion, so that's a bad combo now. But it also means the Dark Commune can't lead anything else because they're too expensive. With this, you could make it where, hey, if they're leading this unit, you got to take a support character with them because now it's a support. Or you got to take a leader with them because now this is a support. And so you have that baked in anyway, but you could still use the Dark Commune for something else. I like it.
Do we know if they're going to make leaders that could be both?
We don't.
Either or. Either or.
Yeah, because all it says is either leader or support, but that doesn't mean some won't have both tags,
Lieutenants, come to mind because they can lead a unit, but they can also be in the same unit as a captain.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I think that'd be a good way to do it with, though I guess if you do that, can they be fielded by themselves or no? I don't know. That's a hard way to...
Well, that's my other question because there's the combi lieutenant who cannot lead anything.
Right.
Now, can a combi lieutenant now become a support? And
I feel
whether
like...
you'd want that, I don't think so.
Oh, I wouldn't want that at all, but I feel like they'll probably introduce a third word. So you'd have leader, support, or maybe just lone op will be... That means they can't be attached to anything.
Yeah.
But
fair enough.
the next bit we have, gentlemen, is a two-parter. It's a double-decker. It's a Star Trek two-fist punch.
I'm interested.
It's a reference I don't know if everyone will get, but... So it is the new Force Org and the new mission sequence. So every army will have a disposition. Take and hold, disruption, purge the foe, priority assets, or reconnaissance. These are tied to your detachment. Which detachments you choose depend on which disposition you take, and which disposition you take changes the mission rule, the primary mission for you. You will have different primary missions with the same secondary missions. So it'll be the same. You draw from the decks just like normal for secondaries, but primaries will change.
This could be good and bad.
I have some examples here that they gave us.
Go for it.
So the first one we have is punishment. Punishment is... I can't make this image much bigger. If you have a forced disposition of purge the foe and your opponent has disruption, on the start of your turn, you'll select 1 to 3 enemy units that are on the battlefield and within range of objectives, and or destroyed 1 or more friendly units in the previous turn. If you can't, select 1 enemy unit that's on the battlefield. Till the start of your next turn, those are condemned. If you killed a condemned unit, or if it left the battlefield this turn, you gain 5 VP. And then from the second round onward, if you control more objectives, you gain 4. Control one or more, is 4. More objectives is 5. And at the end of the battle, if you control your opponent's home objective, you score 8. That's huge. That is such a big change. It's not just if you killed them, it's if they left the battlefield. So if they uppy downied them,
Yep.
you still get the 5 victory points.
Oof.
So
That's rough.
You could choose to condemn something that you don't think you're going to kill to stop them from uppy downy.
Yeah, I was about ready to say. So you could be, one of your tactics could be to look at a unit that you know has uppy downy and pick that one.
Mm-hmm. But it also means if I'm playing, let's say I'm playing Muscle Beach Gene Stealer Colts, right? Aberrants, Gene Stealers. I am not doing any tricky stuff. I am just trying to get across the board and smack you in the face with hammers and claws. And you are constantly leaving the battlefield to get away from me. I would never be able to score, right?
Right.
But with this, now I can. So it's kind of a give and a take. On the one hand, it's kind of annoying as somebody who plays armies that like to uppy downy. But on the other hand, it's kind of fun as someone who loves to play melee armies. And if I don't want to have to deal with that, instead of picking disruption, I just pick a different detachment to get a different mission. We have another example, which is the Death Trap. This is if you pick a disruption detachment and your opponent picks Take and Hold. For each terrain area trapped during your turn, you get 2 VP in any battle round. And for each of those terrain areas that are objectives, you get 3. You have a special action in your shooting phase where you can booby trap a home objective or any objective, excluding your home objective, or within one terrain area. It doesn't even have to be an objective. You can just booby trap terrain as many times as you want, but you must be in different terrain areas. And then they're trapped, and in any battle round at the end of your turn, one or more enemy units that started this turn within a terrain area were destroyed. If that terrain was trapped, you gain 3 VP. If you control one or more objectives, you can gain 4. And so it's different missions that completely change the way you play that are wholly dependent on your detachments.
It's going to make you think about your army makeup again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, while all of the rule sets for like the models seem to be more killy, like kill things.
Yep.
The missions and stuff are making it seem more like you're going to have to play points a lot harder.
Yeah.
To win the game than you are kill things.
But you'll have different ways to gain points than what you have right now. So
right.
That's interesting. Any other thoughts on that before we get into the mission sequence, gentlemen?
No. I'm good.
Okay. So the mission sequence is you start off, you muster your armies, right? So you pick your list, you bring your list to the table, and then from that you determine your primary mission and your deployment. So your primary, of course, will be determined based on what detachment you take when you're mustering your army. Then you'll determine the deployment. Then you have the optional choice to take a twist. You don't have to take one, but you could. It depends for me if the twists change. I like twists in Coliseum. I don't like them in 2,000-point games. But we'll see. Maybe the twist cards will change. Maybe they won't. Then you create the battlefield. It's a new thing where you will lay out the terrain with your opponent.
Oh.
This is what's done in tournaments sometimes, if it's not an ITC tournament. Most of the times in casual games, you don't do this. You just make a board,
Right.
But I feel like this is probably the step we'll skip the most, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But it's technically there, right? Then you determine attacker and defender the same way as we assume. They don't specify. And then you select your secondaries from the cards. So that's what we know so far.
And I can't remember, so I may be going over something we've already discussed. But I choose my detachment or mints, and they determine my primary. But don't we also? Isn't there? Didn't I read where it also depends on what I'm going against as well?
Yes. So if you're a disruption, if your detachment choice gives you the disruption tag, then you're going up against Take and Hold. You'll play Death Trap. If you're
Okay.
Purge the Foe and you're going up against Disruption, you'll play Punishment. We don't know the other combinations yet, but we'll learn them soon, I'm sure.
Yes. All right. So I was right. And you probably did say that. I just missed it.
That's okay. Another big thing is you won't discard your secondaries. You will hold on to the ones you haven't scored, and you'll draw 2 every turn no matter what.
Ooh, that could get you caught up in a hurry if you have to score all of them in one turn.
Now, the new cap is 45 primary per game and 15 per battle round.
For primary?
Yes.
What about secondary?
So it says with the same for secondary. So I'm assuming you have a cap of 45 primary, 45 secondary total, and you have a cap of 15 per round, I'm assuming, for both. So it'll be 30 total, is my assumption. But it says you can't wait to try and score everything right at the end.
Well, yeah, because if it's capping it.
Right.
But you could still, that still means you can score 30 points on turn 5 if you're down 25.
Yes, which could matter.
I like that.
It definitely makes, if you started your game out bad, you have a little hope for a later game.
Absolutely. The last big thing to mention for the rules, and then that really is the end of it, is that all of the mission rules and deployment cards now come in the chapter-approved mission deck, which, unlike last time, was sold separately, will now be included in the launch box.
I'm happy
That's
about
nice.
that.
Alongside a mystery deck that they'll talk more about soon. My phone's going to keep going off. Sorry about that. The mystery deck, I'm assuming, is Psychic.
Well,
Because it can't be Twists, right? I've already talked about Twist. They wouldn't have then said it's a mystery. I'm assuming Psychic is going to be a deck you draw from now.
I don't.
What else would it be?
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm okaying GW here.
Yeah, they
What a cheeky
unfortunately
way to bring it back.
when they said you can use your old codexes, there was no way we were getting a full phase dedicated to it. But this would be a way to do it.
then how that just leads to so many questions.
Yeah.
Who knows? We won't know until it's released.
There is one more detail that they've mentioned too, which is that there's an optional twist called Mirrored World that makes it if you don't want to use the new primary mission system, you can use that twist and you both have the same primary mission. For when you just want to play with the same primary.
Is fair, I guess.
They've given a cool new system and then said, hey, if you don't want to use the new system, that's okay. Here you go.
Anyway, so we've gotten to the optional twist step. We're going to back up and just determine mission over again.
Right. Beard World?
Yeah.
Hey,
because I don't care what twist you choose. Just choose one. All right, Mirrored World.
Hey, so I brought my new Death Guard list today. It's taking hold. I'm really excited for it. I know you're playing World Eaters, so we're probably going to get a really cool mission. What did you bring? Oh, yeah, I brought World Eaters. Okay, cool. Let's set up the map. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll be purging. You'll be taking. It'll be great. Also, Mirrored World?
Now I'm taking 2.
Yes. But that's all I had for rules for us for now. There is some more rumored terrain stuff. Auspex put a video out on it, but I haven't got to see the video yet. I knew we had enough to talk about tonight already with what's been for sure revealed, so I didn't want to get into maybe reveals. But next week I'll have some stuff on that, I'm sure.
I will tell you, I did see it, and it comes from a guy who was apparently GW last week, called up all the organizers of competitive tournaments and wanted to have a talk with them about many things, and terrain was brought up, and this guy that Auspex talked to was on the phone call, and yeah, but we can talk about it next week. But
Okay.
it is interesting.
Sounds great. So, we got some new models shown off. I figure we'll start with the newest stuff that's in the Armageddon box, and then we can go to the Adepticon reveals. We got that new Assault Intercessor. I'm sorry, he's not an Assault Intercessor. He's not a regular Intercessor. He's a new Intercessor. I'm not aggravated at the fact that he's barely different, but it's fine. He's got an old Marine head. This is what we're doing. We did Primaris, and I was not happy that we did Primaris the way that we did. I like the scale more. Now we're just ignoring that ever happened, and Firstborn are going to be the same size as Primaris. So,
Isn't it that they give us the Firstborn helmet option, but they're still Primaris technically?
So, yes, everything from now on will be Primaris technically, but there's no difference anymore. They don't sell Firstborn kits anymore with this.
Right.
So these are effectively Firstborn or Primaris. It doesn't matter. The scale size up is done. It's just aggravating to me that they're trying to be cheeky about it and being like, now it's just Primaris Marines equipped with sets of Mark 10. Like, well, they had to make new helmets though, right? Because they're bigger. These are not the old helmets. They would have had to make the new whatever. It's fine. But I do think he looks pretty good. I mean, he's an Intercessor, but it looks good. I like the old helmet. It looks good on him.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the new? Because I thought the box had regular Intercessors, but with the new helmets.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be somebody on the YouTube comments that's like, Trey's just a hater because he played old Warhammers. No, it's just, why does it matter? Firstborn Primaris. Why still try to play this game of their Primaris? Just, hey, it's a new Intercessor. We've upgraded the Intercessor kit. Take a look.
Well, I mean, maybe there's a demand for the old helmet, so they just found a way to bring it back.
I guess. Could have just brought back the old helmet and not said anything.
True.
Then we have the new boy. He's got a slugger, he's got a chopper, he's got a shooter. He looks fine. I like him.
You're talking about the Warlord, right?
No, just the regular boy. I'm sorry, I forgot to share the pictures this time. Forgive me. It would have cleared up a lot of confusion if I had shared the pictures this time.
I knew that was the one you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, the new
looks
boy.
cool.
Yeah. I do like that they're Blood Angels this time, though. That is nice. Also, just want to throw this out there real quick, because people made fun of me at the time. Blood Angels Intercessors have black Aquilas. Whenever you see people going, oh, no, they have gold Aquilas. No, they don't. They have black Aquilas. Anyway.
I think you need therapy, sir.
I'm just salty that the Blood Angels are finally getting the love they deserve, and people are being dumb about it. We have the new Vanguard Veteran. Yet again, looks a little too close to an Assault Intercessor per jump pack. I would have loved just a little bit more ornamentation, but I do think he looks very good.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Super down for it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Says the guy who doesn't play Space Marines.
Technically,
fair.
he does now.
Well, technically, yes, he does.
We're getting there.
Then we have the new Boss Knob.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
He's got a Space Marine helmet on his spike.
He does. He also has a little tiny baby squig on his shoulder, which is maybe my favorite detail. So that's all of the hashtag new 40K models that we had, but then we still have all the Adepticon stuff.
That's the box reveals, right?
Yeah. So, do we want to mention the AOS and the Horus Heresy stuff, or just stick to the 40K stuff?
We could.
We will lose. I would say we will lose Brian in anything other than 40K.
That's true.
Which is fine. I mean, there might be people listening who will be just as equally as interested. So
let me just say then, the new Middle Earth strategy battle game, Riders of Rohan, they look sick.
Oh, they do. They're awesome.
I'm strongly considering getting some Riders of Rohan and retooling them as guard riders, the Death Riders.
Yeah.
They look so good. But I don't need to get into another game. Right? And
he
then
doesn't paint. He just builds.
I paint. I painted my Raptors the other day. And my Mortifactors.
Sorry.
We've got a brand new Spartan Prometheus assault tank for Horus Heresy. Brian, I'm assuming it will get Legends rules for 40K?
That mean so Legend rules will allow us to play Horus Heresy tanks and 40K?
Yes. We have some of
And
them already.
Yeah, a lot of people get a lot of the Horus Heresy stuff gets Legend rules for 40K.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. We'll have to talk about that another time.
Sounds good to me. And then my favorite thing from the Horus Heresy stuff is they revealed the new Tactical Ogren.
The Tactical Ogren? I saw that. That's funny.
I love the idea that they put an Ogren in armor. So yeah, these guys are cool. Ogren are sick. Then we had, lastly, the two for AOS. We have a brand new Spearhead box. This is Clan Eshin of the Skaven against the cities of Sigmar, City of Ash. I do love Clan Eshin. They are very cool. Cloaked assassin rats. One of these days I will play with my Skaven. I have so many of them.
I have trees.
Yeah, we should play sometime. Let me buy a cog fort and then we can play. Because the cog fort is the coolest model GW has ever made. It is a walking siege tower covered in guns.
Yeah.
Is that the new one?
Oh, that looks similarly like a Calgar I saw.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. I want one so bad, and I want to put Skaven on it. Because they announced you can run the cog for it in any AOS army.
Oh, yes, because my trees will run a walking siege tower.
Why not?
Look, they've got a flamethrower on it. That's crazy.
Yeah. I want to take it and magnetize the Skaven to it so I can switch them out with Nurglings. And run it with my Megakin of Nurgle. I really wanted it to be knight-sized, and I would run it as like a Questoris. It's not, unfortunately, but...
What is it, like Doomcrawler size?
It is. Let me see if they've added it to My Mini Compare yet. Last time I checked, they had not, but people were saying it was closer to an Armiger size.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
They have not yet, unfortunately. But it's beautiful. I love the cog fort. Then for Kill Team, which will have 40k rules, we have the Red Terror.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted that model back.
Yeah, he's so much better than the old one, too. He is beautiful. And we have the Spectre Squad kill team. Now, I know neither of you two gentlemen actively play kill team, but we've had a lot of guard kill teams over the years.
The Spectre Squad's really cool.
They are. I think they might be my favorite next to the Kazerkin.
So, briefly.
Yeah.
I know kill team's another way to play Warhammer.
I'm almost done with the pictures. Please continue.
But I know, like, there's the best way, the only way, at least that's being currently made to get a Space Marine Scout squad is from the Kill Team Scout box.
Yes.
So clearly you can buy a Kill Team and still build them as regular 40K.
Yes.
I guess I shouldn't say I don't want to say regular 40K to aggravate those who play Kill Team, but as not familiar with Kill Team other than the boxes that stuff comes in that I want to buy, like there's a Night Lords Kill Team that's got the stuff that the same Combat Patrol has, which I understand is also another way to play.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. So Kill Team is a game on its own. It's a skirmish style game. You run around with your operatives as individual models instead of as units, and you can go into stealth, kind of like you're going to be able to in 11th. But Kill Team has a rotating cycle, kind of like standard in Magic, and when the models rotate out of Kill Team, they change from being a Kill Team box to a 40K box, because every Kill Team that has come out so far has either a 40K data sheet or can be built as a 40K data sheet.
Okay.
So, for instance, the Hernkin Jaegers are a kill team, but there was also a Hernkin Pioneers kill team for Votan. Even though they are different models from the regular Pioneers kit in 40K, you just run them as a regular squad of Pioneers.
But you can just have a different looking set.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with that.
Kill Team's a really fun game. I like it a lot. We should play sometime.
With my scouts?
Yeah. I have a lot of kill teams. RJ, we did the math that one day. Wasn't it like 27?
Something like that. I mean, I have a kill team.
Yeah.
My Necrons. I have the Necron kill team.
I mean, see, it just seems odd. Like, I looked at the Necron kill team, and I look at this Space Marine. I'm like, scouts against whatever scary thing the Necrons had.
No, but scouts have really good kill team rules.
I know. But it just seems, again, I go back to the 40K where I'm like, that's just like lambs to the slaughter.
There's not currently a Custodes kill team. It's rotated out, right? But there was a Custodes kill team that was just 4 Custodian Guard. It was really funny having a team of just 4 Custodians against like 20 Tyranids in Kill Team 2022 or 2020. It's funny.
That is funny.
So, lastly, for our model reveals, we have the like big showcase at Adepticon. So there's a little bit for a couple different armies. We have for orcs the Wazdaka Gutsmech, who is a super cool model.
Oh, orcs and their physics.
Right? Isn't he so cool? I love him. And if you didn't notice, he's got a little grot on the back trying to help hold everything together.
The lore is horrible, but they just seem to make it like here's the practical joke of this particular kit.
Yeah, they're having a good time. So you two know, right? I get attached to characters and stories really quickly. There is a 40K story that has actually made me cry. And it is a story of a grot that had been kicked around and mistreated by every boss knob he ever had, because they don't treat grots well. They eat grots sometimes. But he was finally going to get to do something that would make all the other grots proud, and it would make the boss proud, and nobody would ever beat up on him again, the boss said. And then the story ends with it saying, and so the Gretchen pushed the button. Kaboom.
Oh.
It's so sad. But,
Oh,
yep. Blew himself up.
the suicide bomb.
Yep. He didn't know what it would do. Nobody told him.
They just told him if you push that button, we'll all be proud of you.
Yep.
Uh,
Orcs are terrifying,
horrible.
man. They're monsters. Speaking of monsters, our next model is Commissar Yarick.
yeah, this man.
He's
A
back
good guy.
again. He's maybe still human at this point. He was saved by space wolves. I heard that, by the way, Brian. I'm not giving you that. He is not a good man,
No.
but I do love him.
Oh, I know.
We also have clarification. It was not Angron who killed him. It was Gazgul Thraka who killed him. So that'll be fun when they fight again.
Wait, they brought him back?
Oh yeah, so Gazgul Thraka murdered him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Space Wolves saved his spirit from the Immaterium and brought him back because his work was not yet done.
And the Space Wolves are just, stand-up guys.
Yeah. Despite the fact that doing that is completely heretical in the Imperial teachings. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't ask any questions. I also need to mention here, Commissar Yarick is now wielding a storm bolter. That may not mean much to most people. A storm bolter is a Terminator-sized bolt gun.
I mean, he's got an orc hand on
Yes.
his other arm. So, and I'm almost 100% certain with the way things look, he had a very long visit with Balerius Call.
Yeah. This man is not just human anymore. But I love it. It's a great model.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, it looks great.
Then we have everybody's new favorite girl boss, Commissar Graves.
Their own tank.
Yep. She believes in ironclad discipline. And what that means is she is the commissar that shoots you for asking a question and then tells everyone else not to even think of a question. And then she shoots another guy just to make that point a little more clear.
Sounds like a good girl to me.
Yeah,
Sounds
right.
like an ex-wife, actually. Sounds like somebody I've been married to before.
She has her
Oh,
own
no.
retinue called the Right Hand, which is sick, by the way. She has her own personal banner, her own personal ride. She's pretty cool. I wasn't sold on her solo mini, which I will link the picture to that now. That didn't do much for me, but her on top of that vehicle is pretty sick. I'm pretty stoked for her.
It's a cool picture. I'm glad. I mean, the guards seem to be getting lots of new vehicles.
They are, which is very cool. I'm not as excited for her as I am for the best new character in the entire Imperium, which is the entire reason why I made those two Inquisitors and why I'm going to start playing Imperial Agents. Inquisitor Croyle. He's a big game hunter on the back of a Xenos horse, that weird alien horse.
Mm-hmm.
But don't look at that and get jealous thinking you might get one, because Inquisitor Croyle imprisoned that one and then used it to hunt down every last one of its species and killed them with his own two hands. so that he would be riding
So
the
now-
last one in existence.
He is a stand-up guy.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Oh,
Single-handed genocide. It's great.
I want him so bad.
This lore, I swear.
Yeah, this is the Imperial, Brian. They're not good people. That's like we were talking about earlier about how it's fiction. Because it's fiction, they can just lean as hard as they want on that. This is ridiculous. Do you know how long it would have actually taken him to do that? It would have been physically impossible. With how they would have bred more in the years it took him, but it's 40K, so no, he killed them all himself. The mount is
Or
called
at least that's what he tells everybody.
right. That's what he. Yeah, all the planet's still fine. He won't tell anybody where it is. This thing is called a Garralisk, and I'm very excited for it. He's hunting orcs now on
Yeah.
Armageddon.
How many attacks does the Garrulus have with that many feet?
I really want to know. They haven't shown a data sheet yet, but this
Also, I
unironically. Oh, go ahead.
I like the fact that he has a gas mask,
Right?
like implying that there's some planets that he rides him on that he probably can't breathe the air on, so they gave him a way to breathe air.
Yeah. Well, I'm 100% building mine with the gas mask. That's sick. This model alone is 100% the reason I decided to start playing an army that I could technically already play, but is the worst army in the game right now. He's so cool.
He is.
Then we have
Again, another.
Oh, go ahead.
It's another Imperial Agent model that I want to just paint. And I don't particularly care to play.
That's fair. RJ, I'll get it. You can paint it for me, and then I'll play him.
Fair enough.
Then we have Intransia Frey, the Dogmata Superior. She's for the sisters. She's from the Order of Our Martyred Lady, and she's bringing back the throned walker. I'm so happy it's back.
They were so cool.
Brian, these used to be everywhere in like agents. What was it? Was called the Demon Hunters Codex or whatever. That was Grey Knights, Black Templars, and Sisters, and they were all over that. Yeah, I love the throned walkers. She's so cool. Did we lose Brian, or is he just
I'm
so
here.
in awe?
I'm in awe.
There you go.
Of the throne with
Yep.
2 bolters on either side.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll link you the other picture so you can see that on her staff is a little speaker, so that from the throne she can she can tell you how great the Emperor is while she guns you down. I love it.
Did I tell you you could speak?
Then we have some guard vehicles, as Brian was mentioning earlier. The Centaur RSV. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's beautiful. I love the shovel, or the axe and the wrench on the side of it. Shovel on the other side. That's so cool. Then we have the Hippogriff. This one's an AFV. Lots of different ways to build them.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It's a tank on wheels.
it is. We also got some battle forces that were announced to come with it. The guard one is a bunch of the new vehicles. And then, because you got to have a squad of Acadians in there, you know.
Was it? It's 2 of the new vehicle, or it's 3 of the new vehicles. It's the armored carrier, and then the 2 AVFs,
Mm-hmm.
and then a Lehman Russ.
Rogel
with
Dorn.
Acadians. Rogaldorn.
It's
Okay.
the new bigger tank. They're trying to slowly replace the Lehman Russ, I think. Then we've
Then
got
we got a sisters. Yeah.
Sisters, Death Watch, and Orcs.
Oh, them putting a ship in the Death Watch one makes me really hope they make them better.
Me too. That's a Corvus Blackstar too. It's a very cool ship, and it does have hover, so you can use it right now. I kind of want that Death Watch box.
It is cool.
I don't have a Death Watch kill team right now. I have the other kill teams, but I don't have the new default kill team, and I don't have a Corvus Blackstar. So the Sisters box is a pretty solid deal. If you like Rapintia, GW keeps trying to move Sisters Rapintia all the time because nobody's buying them. But 3 Paragon Warsuits, a Cannon S, and the new Sanctifiers, that's pretty good. Or, I'm sorry, that's the new Novitiates. That's pretty solid. And then for the Orcs, those are new Def Coptas. Brand new sculpt for the Def Coptas, which is cool. And then, of course, the Wartrike and the Squig Buggy.
Yeah, hopefully these Death Copters work a little better.
Yeah, right.
Than the old ones. Their design looks a little better. Like I could take them off their, flying thing and set them down, and they don't lay on their side.
Yeah. The boys also look pretty interesting. The only problem I have with it is that it's clearly just 2 of the 3-man kit, and so you don't have a lot of differentiation in the models. It's just in the picture, it's 2 of the same model each time.
Yeah.
But that's all that I had for new news. Obviously, we have new detachments, but we're going to save those for next week.
Yeah. Lots of new stuff coming out. Almost, which is on par for GW, almost too much new stuff coming out at once.
Yeah.
It's the overload.
Yeah. Makes it tough to keep up with, that's for sure. There's more stuff I would have bought last weekend had it not all come out at the same time. If it had staggered, I would have bought more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's GW's really bad at staggering stuff.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts, gentlemen?
No, I'm quite happy. Believe it or not.
Yeah, new model sculpts and new models are always fun. I mean,
Yeah.
I was super excited when they redid the Nightbringer, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a billionaire, I would probably try to build more armies. I've got too many as it is.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous to try and play more than 4 armies at a time.
I'm saying. Got to be insane just to be doing nothing but have every army there is.
And then, building them before you paint them, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
who
agree.
would do that? That's ridiculous. Crazy.
And
people.
actually enjoy the building process more than anything else.
Yeah. That's
I would
wild.
think that person would probably need some kind of psychological therapy.
That kind of person would probably kit bash Inner Circle companions out of some push to fit Blade Guard bodies, though. And they would actually probably look really sick if they did that.
Turn them into some heresy, which is the worst part of all.
Yeah, turn them into fallen Dark Angels or something. That would be really interesting, wouldn't it?
Which does that impossible? Were there Inner Circle companions before there was a need to have an Inner Circle to hide the fact that there are dark angels?
Absolutely not. But there were elites of the first company that became fallen and lost their Terminator armor and would have put together patchwork armor over the years.
I see.
That now maybe killed some Inner Circle companions. I also happen to have a Master of Executions that is a Night Lord's Master of Executions right in front of me that is primed and waiting to be painted. And I'm going to run with my World Eaters and my Night Lords, and it's going to be wonderful because he fell to corn.
Say that doesn't make sense. The Night Lords are They hate chaos.
They
Hate
do,
everybody.
but so does the Imperium, and they have people fall to chaos all the time.
Yeah, well, they're all heretics.
Renegades and heretics.
That's like people who play Admech and Necrons. They're just not. They're just soulless people.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Was I talking out loud again? I'm sorry.
Okay, Brian, I play Emperor's Children. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I was gonna say, RJ, he was only taking shots at me. Now he's taking shots at both of us.
Yeah.
It's only because of the 10,000 times I've lost to Admech and Necrons.
Our Votan player at the shop made a comment the other day that it wasn't fair because he couldn't make any jokes about any other faction without it, like, being a stray that hits me.
That's funny.
Like, well, what can you do?
Now, especially now that you're going to build a sub chapter of or whatever it's called of the Ultramarines, you now have Ultramarines.
Yeah, I have one Iron Snake right now, so I technically have Ultramarines. Technically, I have one of every single army now. At least one unit.
That's why you don't have any army painted, because you have one thing of every army possible.
Some of them, it's more than one thing. But that's what it
like,
is. My Blood Angels are painted.
Well, that's because you've had them the longest.
That's true. That's true.
And most of your Blood Angels are probably like legend by now.
That's also unfortunately true.
Yep.
You didn't have to go there, Brian. You didn't have to go there.
Oh, I'm sorry. What you meant to hear was, it's a wonderful Blood Angels army, sir.
Thank you. On the plus side, my Sanguinary Guard look a lot better than most people's. Because they didn't ruin them, but I miss the old aesthetic on the Sanguinary Guard. I was really like even on it before, and the longer that I've had with my old Sanguinary Guard, I kind of don't like the new ones. Maybe we'll get an update soon again.
I'm sure, since obviously Blood Angels are, important to this 11th edition.
Yeah. We're just the poster boys this time. We'll get our codex early on, and then we'll be left to rot until the very end of the edition, like Ultramarines were for all of 10th.
Exactly. Maybe Ultramarines will be treated like the Blood Angels this edition, and are the best at whatever they do. We can be the best at jack of all trades.
We are Wolverine, so we're the best at what we do.
We're the
Well, Brian, did you have any topics or anything for the end of the podcast, or?
No, we talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to. I would, on a side note, and I paused there for you to edit. I'd love to give a highlight of any games we may have played against each other.
Sure.
Just in the future. I mean, you can't really talk about it, but we could talk about how, when we played, the key was when you were unable to blow up my Vectrix Honor Guard.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe we don't want to do that.
I'm fine with it. I don't mind.
In the future. We just need to play more, and you need to play RJ some.
Yeah, RJ and I haven't got to play together in a long time.
That's true.
So
Nights?
Maybe this week. Oh, good God.
Nights would be fun again. I've got some extra nights now. I can make another list.
Yeah. We should do a night game,
we
RJ.
Have some shooty instead of some Warglaves.
Yeah.
All right, play your nights.
Hey, we could run the new detachments. You could go Imperial Knights. I could go Chaos Knights.
If we wait a little while longer, we could go night v night. They're coming out with a mode for it.
That's true. We could wait for Knights until that new mode comes out.
I want to see Blood Angels versus Necrons.
We could do that.
I need more Necrons. I need some more Lich Guard.
Yeah, I need some more Lich Guard. I want to run a 10-man block of those things.
I do too. I think a 10-man block of Lich Guard in Coliseum is disgusting.
Yeah.
How many points is that?
A 10-man block of Lich Guard? Well, Lich Guard
Mhm.
by themselves for 5 or 8, 85.
Oh,
170.
so you got
Yeah.
something that's more disgusting than my heavy intercessors, but are cheaper.
It's for 2 block of them. It's like what 170 or something. The crazy thing is the 2 different ways you can run them. They can either be just kill, which gives them like strength 8, 2 damage, and like hitting on 3s with like neg 2 AP. Or you give them the blades and shields, and that gives them a 4-up invuln, and then they're only strength 6. But then on top of that, they have a natural ability to, like your Terminators do. So if the strength is higher than their toughness, you reduce 1 from wound
Ooh.
roll. They're nasty for 85 points.
Heck yeah.
And again, all my heavy intercessors are we get to reduce wound roll by 1, damage by 1 if I'm on a objective.
You know, it's funny you keep saying nasty because I've been tooling around with a Death Guard Coliseum list. And Plague Marines, there's a detachment that gives them stealth and scouts. And Plague Marines moseying across the board early. They're pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was my Emperor's Children list that I want to run for a Coliseum. I think will be really fun. So, I need some chaos spawns.
Yeah.
Because it's Lord Exultant, Flawless Blades, a unit of Tormentors, and some Chaos Spawns.
That's fair.
Or a unit of the Tormentors and the flip-flop for those. It's Tormentors and Infractus.
Infractors?
Yeah, something like that. Infractors, yeah, they're switched. You can do either or. The kits are the same. You just got to build them one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
the other option with my Death Guard is I could take Plague Marines. If they hit you, they don't have to wound. If they hit you with their shots, you become afflicted. And then if I take the Death Lord's Chosen detachment in your command phase, I roll 2d6 for each afflicted enemy unit, subtracting 1 if they're below half. And if the result is 6 or less, they take d3 mortals in every command phase.
that is crazy.
Plague Marines are great.
I could bring some Zangars, which do nothing.
All right, gentlemen. Got anything else for tonight, or shall we wrap it up?
I think we're good.
I'm good.
Next week, we'll be talking new detachments. Hopefully by then, we'll have a couple more #new 40K rules drops. But the new detachments should be pretty exciting to talk about. I'm excited for those. We'll have instead of just previews for them in the interim between when they were previewed and now, they've all been released. So we'll have the entire detachments to talk about. And I'll probably go ahead after we end tonight, and I'll leave this part in, and I'll throw those in the Discord so that you guys have a week to look over them.
Cool.
But
sounds good.
All right. Well, then until next time, I've been Trey.
I've been Brian.
I'm RJ.
This has been the Low Rollers.
Remember to hug your friendly Ultramarine.
Don't do that. They hate
the
you.
Knife.